Welcome to week 3, where the focus is plyometrics. So this one is going to get our heart rate up. We might need a little bit more recovery in between these. We're going to be breathing hard, we're going to be working hard. So prepare yourself in advance. This is maybe one that we don't do nearly as many sets on. So I'm going to walk you through that first set, but you can do up to 3. Most likely just want to stick with 1 to 2. If this is really not super challenging for you, then we can go up to that 3rd set. I'm going to show you some different variations for this workout so that we can make sure that we're meeting where you are. There are different things we can do for each one of these, so I'll show you all of those. We'll go ahead and move through them that way. This workout is going to have 2 sets that are more plyometric focused. We will do a core set in between just to break up some of this work so that it's not super intense all the way through. I think that's going to help us to balance this whole thing out. But that's kind of how this is going to work. It's all going to be for time. So we'll do this for 30 to 60 seconds. We don't want to rush it so much that we are injuring ourselves. So we want to first and foremost make sure that we do the moves correctly. And then the second thing that we want to do is just try to keep that tempo, that we're really kind of working on some of that speed and that power and that movement and that jumping and all these things that are really good for us in terms of plyometric strength. So let's go ahead and hop into the workout. First thing that we're going to do is going to be a set of 4 exercises, and we'll do a set of 3 core exercises and then back to a set of 3 plyometric exercises, okay? Warm-up is very important. We're getting the heart rate up. We're going to be pushing off and really driving off of our legs and using our different muscles in different capacities. So we want to make sure that our bodies are prepared for that before we go ahead and jump into these plyometric exercises. So let's go ahead and run through a quick warm-up routine. So let's go ahead. Let's start with 10 squats. Again, I like to do 10 squats to start, 10 squats to finish, just to see how our range of motion has changed as we've warmed up. Okay, so let's go ahead and start it off. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, next thing we're gonna do is some side lunges. So to the side, just like this. 1, 2, just like that, okay? So we're gonna do 10 on each side. Let's go ahead and start that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Make sure you're sinking those hips back. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, shake that out. All right, come down here onto the floor. We're gonna do a couple of ankle rotations. It's gonna help us to loosen up some of that range of motion in the front of our ankle, which can sometimes be prohibitive to our squats, our jumps, anything like that. It'll put more strain on the knee. So if we don't have very good flexion here, this is a great little warm-up routine to help us to increase some of that range of motion. So we're gonna go 5. So we're gonna hands on the knee, trying to keep that heel down and just do big rotations as big as we can. We're gonna go 5 in one direction, 5 in the other direction, and then we're gonna switch to the other side, okay? So let's go ahead and go some clockwise ones. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 more, 5. All right, and then switch the other way. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 more, 5. Okay, switch to the other side. Should help to loosen up those ankles. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, and then switch to the other direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, all right. So that should help us to get those lower legs a little bit more loosened up. To continue that, we're gonna do a couple of calf pumps. So we're just gonna do 10 of these. You're gonna be coming up onto your toes a little bit more. So heels back and then heels up is what this calf pump looks like, okay? Turning the side a little bit. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. The next one we're gonna do is windmills. So you're going to rotate through this here. So ready and go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. All right, finish this off here. We'll do those 10 more squats, and then we'll be ready to start this workout, all right? All right, so let's go ahead and 1. Sink those hips back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good, all right. So let's go ahead, jump in to our first exercise, all right? So starting with set 1 here, we're gonna start with a reverse lunge to a jump. Let me show you, I'll show you what this looks like, and then I'll show you what the variations are, and we'll move through it that way. First exercise, what's gonna look like is you are going to be in a reverse lunge position. So you're going to essentially step back here, and then you're going to drive up, okay? And we're gonna hop. Okay, so that's gonna be the highest level here, is that adding that hop. If that's too much for you, go ahead and let's do the reverse lunge, and then you're going to drive up here, okay? All right, ready? Let's go ahead and get started. All right, ready, set, and go. So I'm using one side, so we're just gonna stay on the one side for the full time, okay? So I'm not moving too quickly. Trying to get good power out of my movements. So making sure when you're pushing off here, try to push off through that big toe. It's gonna help us use our glute most optimally, and also kind of how we wanna roll through the foot when we're running. So keep that in mind here. All right, we're more than halfway done. Should probably feeling that burn in the quad of the leg we're jumping off of. Okay, 10 seconds here. You can do it. Good. Keep it going. And done. Shake that leg out. Get a little breather here. Make sure that we give it a little bit of time. We're gonna switch. We're gonna do that opposite leg here. So let's go ahead and get in position for that. 1 minute on, all right? All right, ready, set, ready, set, and go. So driving up off that leg. Again, move at your own pace, whatever feels good. Try to get some good workout out of it. Keep that form nice and consistent. Make sure you're staying nice and stable. Use your arms, so just like you would with running, you can help them to get you driving up, just like that. We want to remember to use our arms when we're running up hills. It can have a huge impact. Whew. Keep it moving. Almost there, 15 seconds. Oh, I'm feeling the burn. Almost there. Alrighty. Ooh. Alright. So this next one, I'll let you guys get your heart rates down while I demonstrate this next one. But next one's going to be a lateral skater jump. You're going to be hopping from side to side here. So we are going to be working the lateral part of our body, which we need to work. All right, behind you. Think about engaging that core, help you stabilize. All right. Ooh, carpet moves underneath me if I'm not careful. Oh, keep it going, keep it going. You got a minute on this one as well. You can. All right, we have 20 more seconds left. You got it. Keep it going. Whew. Get in there, 10 seconds. Whew. 5. Whew. All right, so that one works a lot of that glute and the lateral hip there. Really, really important for stabilizing and helping us to, keep stable as we go up and down those hills and try to maintain some good strength on them without letting our knees collapse in and start to use different muscle groups. So that's a really good one for just making sure we've got that strength in our hips as we fatigue from either the downhills or the uphills. All right, okay, next one is going to be everybody's favorite, you know it. It's going to be a burpee. This one will have some variations. So what this is going to look like. So you're going to start up here, standing up here. You're going to squat down, feet back, push up, jump up, and then explode up. Then back down, push up. Okay? So we can vary this. We step the feet back, modified push-up, or we just go down to the plank, step back, jump, okay? So you can do it this way. You wanna get that push-up, but you don't wanna do a full push-up, modify it, step it back in, jump. So there's several ways you can do this and get the most out of it for yourself. We do need to still work the upper body a little bit as runners. Helps us. Push-ups are good because it helps us to practice keeping our chest open, strengthen those muscles so that we aren't collapsing in our shoulders, which can make it harder to breathe and more difficult to run. So you always want to make sure we're getting those shoulders back and down, that we have that upper body strength. So if you can, try to include that, at least the modified push-up. It's going to go a long way, okay? Let's go ahead and get this one rolling. So 1 minute on for this as well. Do your best, do what you can, stop when you need, and then keep rolling, okay? Ready, set, and go. So squatting down, feet out, push up, in, up. Move at your own pace. Keep moving. Do what you need to do. We're past halfway. Stay strong. Ten seconds. And done. But super great. Work a lot of different muscles. Definitely a full body exercise. All right. So last exercise in this first set is going to be ankle hops. These should be a little bit lighter from a cardiovascular standpoint, but they are going to be really great for strengthening your lower legs, strengthening the calves, all of that good stuff. So also good for the feet, so try to use one barefoot if you can. This is going to be called an ankle hop. Similar to thinking if you were jumping, like on a jump rope, what that would feel like. We're going to do that. You don't have to have a jump rope. If you have one, great. You can use it, you cannot use it, whatever you want to do. But that's what it's going to feel like. It's going to feel like you're jumping rope without a rope, okay? Generally, we're just thinking about hopping so that we are getting the most that we can out of the lower leg, less worried about the upper part of the leg on this one, okay? All right, you ready to go? All right, let's do it. Ready, set, and go. Just pretend like you're jumping rope here. You can even use your arms if you'd like. Whatever makes it feel most normal. This really should help us to get those calves and those feet and all those things strong. Need that strength in our feet. Especially if you're wearing super shoes. The softness and the plate can take away a little bit of our foot strength. So if you're wearing those a lot, make sure you're doing enough to strengthen the feet to counterbalance that. Okay? All right, 8 seconds. And done. All right, so that's that one. That's our first floor plyometric exercises. Now we're gonna move in to our core set. So this should be a little bit of a break for you guys, just to kind of, make sure that we're still feeling strong and feeling good, okay? All right, this first one is going to be a hip abduction in a side plank position. So this is going to work our hips and our obliques. 2 different ways you can do this. You can do this from the modified position. So we can do this from here. So side plank and abduct this way, okay? And we can also do it from this position, okay? All right, so that's gonna be much more difficult because we're doing this for time and we're doing this for a bit longer. Just play with what feels most appropriate for you. Because this one's gonna be a little more challenging, we're gonna do each side for 30 seconds instead of 1 minute for each side, okay? If you want to, you can also play with this yourself. What actually, I think we'll do instead is just let's do 1 minute on each side. We're just gonna do the hip abduction for the 30 seconds. Then we're gonna hold that 30-second plank for the rest of that minute, okay? And then we'll switch over to the other side. Let's go ahead and get position here. I'll get my timer ready to go. So let's go ahead, start from either this position or feet here. If you're having trouble at all, even sitting and being in this position, leave it down here and you can just do this here, and then when we reach the 30-second mark, just do your best. You can use your hand to stabilize and help you push up, but that'll be the other option we can do, okay? All right, ready, set, and go. Pick whatever you need. It's fairly challenging. I might have to come down to my side here to modify it. Very tough little exercise. You feel this worse on your other side once we flip over to it. All right, 4 seconds. And we'll just hold that isometric. All right, and hold it. Hold it, hold it, hold it. All right, so just 30 seconds. Try to keep those hips stacked directly on top of each other. Don't want to be rotated this way, don't want to be rotated open. Want to try to keep everything nice and flat. Use that, you're using the lower oblique. Stabilize here. All right, 5 seconds. And done. Okay, let's flip over. Do that opposite side. All right. That's what we'll do. Okay, ready, set, and go. And if your elbow hurts in this position, you can always put a pillow underneath the arm that's down. This also tends to feel a little bit better with shoes on for the sides of your feet there. It's bothering me right now. Hold it. Also stagger the feet. That makes it feel a little bit better. feels a little better on this side when you do this. The side of this foot doesn't feel good into the ground. Alright, almost there. 12 seconds, 11 seconds. Keep holding on. Hold on. 5 seconds left. And done. Again, pick that level that feels best for you, and if you only want to do the first 30 seconds with the hip abduction, go ahead, stop there, do what you gotta do. You want to make sure you get the most out of your workout, and that's the best way to do it. That's the best way to do it, okay? All right, lower ab plank to down dog is gonna be our next exercise. So what that looks like, let me film the full plank, so hands on the ground here. If you have any wrist issues, you can also do this from this position. You're just going to sink the hips back, okay? I'm gonna show you just what it looks like. So you're going to just be moving from the plank to down dog, okay? Moving with your breath. Inhale, and then exhale, okay? Use your lower abdominals to actually think about it. Visualize yourself, your lower abdominals pulling your back up. So let's go ahead and start this. Do this one for a minute. It will build on you, so just hang tight, all right? Ready, set, and go. All right. Nice and strong as you push forward. Engage those glutes. And as you move into the plank position, you'll want to make sure those glutes are turned on. There goes my Siri, sorry about that. Alright, where are we here? We got 8 seconds left. And done. Alright. So that one's working our lower abdominals. We've gotten our obliques, we've gotten our lower abdominals. Last thing we're going to do is a hip bridge with a march. So this will help us strengthen our core, our glutes, hips, all that good stuff, okay? So what this is going to look like, flipping over onto your back, you're going to push up into this position here, and then you're going to march the legs, okay? Try to keep those hips stable and level. This is great if you have hip drop, because it's really practicing keeping that stability, okay? Let's go ahead, we're going to do this again for a minute. So lay back. Get ready to go, all right? Ready, set, and go. So lift those hips up, keep them up, brace your core, help you stay in this position, all right? Turn on those glutes, all right? Everything you need to do, keep things nice, stable, all right? Make sure you're using that core to also help you lift your leg, just like we were in that last exercise. Done. Depending on where your arms are, you have a little bit more additional help with your stability. So if your arms are tucked in, it's going to help you stabilize more. Arms are out wide, your legs are going to do a little bit more stability work. Just keep that in mind. If your arms are not on the ground at all, even more difficult. Okay. All right, so there we go. That was our third core set exercise. That's our full second set completed. Last thing we've got, 3 more exercises in our third set, and that completes one round through all of these different plyometric strength workouts, plus a little bit. Let's go ahead and jump into this last set. All right, so scissor jumps or lunge jumps. So the scissor jump is going to be the easier version of this. The lunge jump is going to be the harder version. The scissor version, you're just going to be jumping with your legs up just like this. So, okay, so that's gonna be our scissor version. If you wanna do it a little bit harder, you're gonna be going from lunge to lunge. All right, so I'm just gonna do the scissor version just so I can still talk to you guys afterwards. That lunge one is super difficult, so definitely a good challenging exercise to take it up a notch. So try that one out. Once you've gotten acquainted with the scissor jump, if that's too easy, bump it up. All right, we're just alternating. We don't have to do both sides, so just one set through and we're done. Ready, set, and go. Move at whatever pace feels good. If you're going along and you're like, this scissor jump is too easy, go ahead and drop down, right? 45 seconds left. Use your arms just like you would running. Opposite arm, opposite leg. All right, 7 seconds. Use those glutes. Whew, all right, good. Whew, all right, next exercise, mountain climbers with a tuck. Bring one of our legs, so we're gonna alternate this one as well. So you're going to sit back, power up, back, power up. Another good one for the obliques. So we're still working our core through these exercises. Also gonna use the glutes and the hips to help us drive ourselves forward. 1 minute on this one set through. Let's go, all right? Ready, set, and go. So back, forward, back, forward. You know, embrace that core as you push yourself back. And really try to get really good power to drive yourself forward. Keep going. Okay, 15 seconds left. Keep going. All right, so that's our mountain climbers with the tuck. So we're kind of powering ourselves off of that to get that mountain climber in. If the mountain climber adds too much extra difficulty for you there, just go ahead and you know, do the tuck, knee down, mountain climber, tuck, knee down, mountain climber, okay? That's gonna be our modification for that one, okay? Third exercise, last exercise of this plyometric workout is going to be jump squats to single leg landing. What that looks like is you're just going to jump up, land, jump up, land. All right, ready, set, and go. So this will be more difficult if you're jumping up onto a piece of furniture, just because we have to work a little bit more. But still should get a good amount of work out of this here. This is great for simulating catching yourself going down that hill. Some of that landing, or trying to practice getting adjusted to that force, which is what we're getting when we're running downhill. We're getting a lot of this force into our legs, and our legs are constantly trying to catch us. All right, so that's our last exercise for our plyometric work. should have, your heart rate should be up, should be breathing hard, so you're feeling like you got a pretty good workout out of this. If you wanna go ahead, add additional 1 to 2 sets for a full workout. If this was enough, feel free to stop right here. Thank you guys for joining me today. Hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you all. All right, bye everyone.